We all want to look our best, right? We all want to look glowy, healthy, radiant, but you don't want to necessarily look glowy and radiant all over because it can emphasize enlarged pores. It can make your nose look sweaty and shiny. It can make your makeup look greasy after a couple of hours. This video is going to show you how you can get the balance absolutely right. So starting off, I've applied my everyday skincare, and I use a great skincare lotion that isn't too heavy or too greasy, but it nourishes and moisturizes. Then I'm going to apply two products. This is my Blossom Color Beauty Glow Illuminating Primer, and I've got my mattifying powder called Invisible Veil. I'm going to apply the Blossom Color all over my face. Just pump 3 or 4 pumps onto the back of my hand, and then with my finger, just apply it absolutely everywhere. Now this creates a lovely glowy finish, and because I'm using a very first fine layer, I won't be over glowing too quickly everywhere. This just brings all my skin to life, as you can see. After one light layer of Beauty Glow, I then go back and just zone it onto certain areas that I do want to add glow to. Highest part of the cheekbones, eyelids, upper lip area, and a little bit down the nose. Now my nose is bigger here, so I don't want to accentuate that. So I'm creating a balance just by putting it down the central part of my nose, but not taking it around the tip area. Add a little Beauty Glow to the inner eye corner to whiten the eyes, make them look brighter, and help your concealer do its job. And there we go. Don't know about you, but I'm using a lot less foundation these days. I'm more about using concealer, I'm more about using my Beauty Glow primer and a bit of powder, and then doing the rest of my makeup however I want. But around the eyes, be careful not to use too much illuminator or products that are too light reflecting, because what it can do is it can make this under eye area look more puffy. So if you do have quite puffy under eye, go really easy. If you use too much glowy concealer or glowy primer, take your cotton bud and simply sweep away the excess to make the area look flatter. If you need to go back and add a little bit more concealer, do it. But again, make sure that your concealer is quite matte and doesn't have any illuminating particles in it, or you'll be back to square one. Then I just pop concealer on my eyelids to take away the look of the broken capillaries and make the skin look smoother. Around the nose edge, again covering broken capillaries, and then around under my cheekbones and along my jawline where I know I get a little bit red and skin's a little uneven. So it's more of a dot-to-dot concealer finish so that the skin looks nice and clean and even. Now I don't want to be completely flat with my colors, so I want to inject a little bit of warmth. So this is Elegance. This is one of my illuminators from my watercolor range. And as you can see, it's a lovely warm shade. And then I simply pat it onto the cheekbone like that. You can see it blends really beautifully. Very seamless color, very natural. There's darker shades. If you've got darker skin tone than me, check out the warmer shades. There's Golden Glow, there's Glow as well. There's Hot Toddy. But just for a natural hint of color for my skin tone, Elegance illuminates and looks really lovely. Now I don't take it too far in here on me, onto the apple area, because it would just make my face look too sort of shiny and round there. So I just keep it to the upper part of the cheekbone, pop some on my lips, some on my eyelids, and just a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose. Next is going to be powder. Okay, so here's the powder. This is the Invisible Veil pressed powder. It's a transparent powder, ultra fine, suits all skin tones, I promise you. And all I do is I pick up my little brush, eyeshadow 1, and I use a tiny amount where I want to mattify and flatten the area. So there, you can see this happening immediately. In a corner, any area where you don't want to look sweaty and shiny is where you use the tiniest amount of this powder. Watch it on the nose. Amazing. So I'm creating a finish that is light reflecting and matte, but ultra natural at the same time. You don't want a shiny chin. You don't want to be shiny under the cheekbones. And I'm using the lightest touch with this brush, okay? And I'm using the smallest amount of this powder. It's amazing. Temples. The great thing about this powder is that if you're someone who has quite oily, greasy skin, put this on top of your skincare. Put this powder on top of your skincare before you apply any kind of makeup primer or your foundation. Just simply get a nice big brush like this, sweep it in over the entire face on top of your skincare, and then do your makeup. And you'll find that your makeup will last longer because this powder will really help your makeup to grip and help keep the natural oils at bay. It's particularly good on eyelids. So if you're someone who tends to get sweaty eyelids, again, skincare, a little bit of this powder, and then use my Beauty Glow primer on top, okay? So I just finished off my makeup using a little bit of eyebrow shadow and some mascara. And as you can see, I've got shiny skin, slightly flat, mattish skin, and you can see it doesn't look shiny. And I can guarantee you that my face will look like this all day. It will not look greasy or shiny. Let me get as close as I can so you can really appreciate how lovely those products are. So check them out. You can get them all at danielsandler.com. And if you get them, let me know how you get on. It's always great to hear from you.